a lot of people have been sending messages saying, Switch, thank you for this, thank you for that. But I really want to make sure everyone knows this was not a me effort. This was an all of you effort. West Oak brought food. Oakwood brought food. Parlor. We had Global that donated our tents, donated our tables. We had, the amazing Gary Tennant, Johnny Omega, and Robbie Fullhouse come and set up this today for us. I mean, this was an everyone effort, and this just goes to show just what an impact this wonderful human being had in all of our lives. Everyone wanted to be part of this. Everyone reached out to me and said, hey, how can I help out? How can I be there? How can I make this happen? And I just want to say a big thank you to every single person here that played a part in making this happen today. The last thing we wanted to do was to have something in a church where everybody was in formal gear. Yusuke would have hated that. This is exactly how he wanted to spend his birthday. He wanted to spend it around friends. He wanted to be at Smash Banks. He wanted to play volleyball. He wanted to be around all these people that he loved. So I want to say thank you to all of you who made an effort to be here today, to be here, to pitch in, to print signs, as simple as that is, to print signs on garbage cans. Every single person here played a part. And it just shows how much you loved him. I'm going to pass the mic now to Daniel Belvo. He wants to say a few words. Kyle Jones wants to say a few words afterwards. We're going to do a minute of silence. And then I hope you will all join in. We'll all say I love you to Yusuke. And then we'll sing him happy birthday for his 36th birthday this year.
All right. Yusuke Amamiya, also known as Kirk Amamiya. Not many of you might know, on his fucking driver's license, it says Kirk. I actually didn't believe the guy when he told me that. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I made him pull out his driver's license. And he showed that to me. And I was like, really? Kirk? So once in a while I'd call him Kirk. Just for fun. Well, everyone knew Yusuke almost as well as I did. So we all know the impact that guy had when he would walk into a room with that addictive smile, that amazing personality. It was just hard to not love the guy and miss him so much today. As you can see, the three of us are wearing our beanies and our cardigans because Yusuke would be the only guy, the only person that I know that will actually wear a beanie and a cardigan on a beautiful beach day like this. There's only sunshine everywhere. And the guy would wear a beanie and a cardigan. I remember at Jamie Switch's wedding, we went to Playa del Carmen for one day. It's probably over 40-degree weather. And the guy has his beanie and cardigan on. And none of us understood why he was wearing his beanie and cardigan. And still to this day, me wearing a beanie and cardigan today, I still don't fucking understand it. It's really fucking hot right now. But then comes the month of December, and the guy's wearing flip-flops. Seriously, shorts and flip-flops, cutting everyone's hair. Like, there's probably so many people that he's cut his hair here. He used to cut mine when I would finish work. I would finish work at 11:30 at night after my restaurant shift. We would go to a salon. He would cut my hair. We'd have a beer. Then after that, our first stop was always go see Kyle Jones at Brandy's. We'd have our pint of Stella. And then after that, hit the rounds. Like, how many bartenders are here that you guys would see us there? And just smiling and having a great time.
So killer, that song.
Great song. There's also one other thing that was just between me and Yusuke was we did have our quiet nights once in a while. It would happen. And I would just walk kitty corner to the HMV that's right across the corner and buy about 4 to 10 movies. And then we'd just go back home and drink some vodka and watch some movies on the couch. Probably around like 2 o'clock in the morning, we'd probably get bored and come see all you beautiful ladies that are here. Because we just had to get out at some point. And Dave Brown as well, I see you in the corner. We always came and bugged you a bit. We had to. And I just want to send a great memory to Yusuke because he's probably one of the most beautiful people I know. He was family to me. He lived with me. And I really miss him. And I know that everybody else misses him here. So I'm passing the mic to Kyle Jones. And he'll say a couple words.
I'm going to keep it short because I'm wearing this cardigan. My boys have said so much good things about Yusuke, but I just want to keep it short and more focus on everybody that's out here today. People that have been in my life, new friends that have just come into my life because of one person. I don't think there's many people here that I haven't become friends with because of Yusuke. Sasha and Chelsea, we're about to get married. That's because of Yusuke. And there's some other people that have just come into my life via messages saying that Yusuke was their godfather to their kids. And he's impacted so many of you. Yeah, Beaver. Yeah.
In London.
And London. Yeah. You okay? He says what's up?
Yeah, I messaged him.
Okay. Everyone say hi, Beaver.
Hi, Beaver!
He's in London.
He heard us.
I just want to thank you guys mainly for coming out and just celebrating and keeping his legacy alive. And sorry, whenever I talk, I grab my nipple. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold the mic for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Jones.
All right. Thank you guys for coming out.
So I want to talk less about my personal experience with him and sort of share what this last week has been. I mean, I got a call from Kay on Saturday telling me the news. And he asked me to reach out to people. He asked me to let people know what happened. And it was amazing. I mean, I thought, oh, I gotta call this guy, I gotta call that guy, I gotta call that guy. Every person I called, I realized that there was 5 people behind that person that I needed to contact. And then 5 people behind those people. And it just, over the course of that night, it was hundreds of people. It was this person, that person. I just realized how many lives this one person impacted. This one person. Yusuke wasn't a perfect human being. I think the biggest thing about Yusuke was he set his goals so high. He set his ambitions, he set what he thought life should look like so high. He set that bar so high that it was self-defeating because he felt like he could never reach what he really wanted. And what he really wanted was fame, success, and he wanted to reach as many people as he could. He wanted to be this amazing hairdresser that everyone knew. And it's funny because he didn't realize that he had already done that. That there was hundreds of people that already saw him as a star, that already saw him as a rock star, as this person that I mean, when you sat in his chair, he never talked about himself unless you asked him to. He wanted to tell you how good that person was doing and how good that person was doing. He wanted to tell you. He wanted to brag about his friends and how good everyone was doing in their life. He wanted everyone to know just how amazing his circle was. And that was Yusuke. Like Kyle Jones said, he was the godfather to several people's kids. He was friend to most. And the interesting thing was, during this whole process, every day since we found out the news, I'd be getting phone calls from numbers that weren't in my phone, somebody that said, hey man, I just want you to know I met Yusuke once. I spent one night with him. Or I spent one weekend with him. And that's all that needed to happen. One weekend. 5 years ago, 7 years ago. And he made such an impact on my life that I needed to reach out to you and tell you that I miss him. And that I'm thinking about him. There was people in London. There's people in Banff. There's people in Vancouver, Calgary, all over the States that reach out to me. And said, I wish I could be there.
There was even some French people that he reached out to.
We flew that one person home. We won't hold that against him. But Yusuke was someone that it didn't matter how long you knew him, whether it was 5 minutes, 5 hours, or 5 years. He made a lasting impression on all of us. I'd like you all to take a moment now. So here's the funny thing.
Switch has always said. There's one joke
So-
Switch has always told Yusuke. One joke he's always said.
So whenever I get my hair cut by Yusuke, or met him for coffee or met him for lunch, Yusuke would say, I'll meet you there too. I hear everybody chuckling. I'll meet you there at 2. And I said, okay. I'd say to my wife, I'm an idiot. I'm actually going to be there at 2 o'clock. And I get there at 2 o'clock, and I text him, I'm like, where are you? Oh, I'm just hopping in the shower. I'm like, why are you just hopping in the shower? We're supposed to meet at 2. 2:30, I'd text him back, and I'm like, where are you? He's like, oh, I'm walking. I'm like, there's no way you're walking. You live 10 minutes from here. There's no way you're walking. About 3:15, he'd show up. And this is something my dad always said to me, because I was late quite often when I was a kid. My dad always said you'd be late to your own funeral. And I'd say it to him all the time. I said, Yusuke, you'd be late to your own funeral. We were supposed to cremate him yesterday. It's actually happening tomorrow. He was supposed to actually be in an urn sitting on that table right there. So legitimately, Yusuke Amamiya is late to his own funeral. If I can get everybody to stand up. Now, generally we do a moment of silence. I'm not religious, I'm not anything, but I'd like to think that somewhere he's looking down on us right now. I'd like everyone to take 1 minute, bow your head. I want you to think of the greatest moment you had with that guy. It doesn't even have to be the greatest moment, just a moment that you shared with that human being. I want you to focus on that moment, focus on how much you loved him. And I want you to send that love up to him wherever he is. All right, on the count of 3, I want everyone to just yell as loud as they can, we love you, Yusuke. I want to send that up into the heavens. I want wherever he is to hear it from anywhere right now. 1, 2, 3. We love you, Yusuke! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Yusuke. Happy birthday to you. Thank you everyone for coming out today. Thank you for being part of the celebration. Make a point to meet someone you've never met before and share a story. We love you all. Thank you.